Good Friday evening. I'm certified meteorologist Nick Kelly checking in on this August 16th of 2019. We had a loud start with quite a bit of thunderstorms this morning, some strong and severe, but the rain and the clouds stuck with us today to keep the heat away. But the heat's back into action tomorrow, and along with more thunderstorm chances looking to line up. Let's start breaking things down with where we've been throughout the course of our Friday. With a time lapse from Indigo Sky just outside of Seneca, Missouri, this pretty much told the tale for a good portion of the area today. A lot of cloud cover that just stuck with us throughout the day. Then we saw at least some peaks of the sun this afternoon going into this evening before sunset. Quite a few more rounds of rain and thunderstorms that actually ended up developing right on top of us. We'll get to the radar in a moment, but keep this in mind. Because of the clouds and the rain that held on today, it certainly made a difference with temperatures. Take yesterday, for example, upper 80s to lower 90s. We did drop back into the upper 60s this morning, but hourly readings from Joplin Regional showed at best we couldn't get out of the 70s today. So it was a good start to the weekend if you didn't want to see the 90s back in action today. Again, all due to the morning clouds that stuck with us throughout the course of the day, in addition to not only the morning batch of thunderstorms, but additional storms that just kept developing right on top of us throughout a good portion of the day. On the average, most of us picked up about 1.2 inches of rain, according to radar estimates from this morning and throughout the rain chances this afternoon and early this evening. Heavier pockets, though, resulted in some spots picking up 3 to 5 inches of rain. We had to start out with some thunderstorms around Grand Lake, northeastern Oklahoma, and just west of Pineville earlier this evening, but at least we're getting a bit of a break in the action before we see more thunderstorms fire up later on. So thankfully right now, at last check rather, 10:46, almost 10:47, bone dry on the Skywatch Storm Tracker. We look quiet for 7th at range line. Clouds trying to break apart a little bit before they build back in from the west later on. Look at the official numbers for today, though, because, again, the clouds and the rain stuck with us. We only went from 68 this morning to 78 this afternoon, a far cry from our average high of 92. And because of the rain, Joplin Regional picked up just over half an inch officially on this August 16th. 71 at last check at Joplin Regional before the 11 o'clock hour. East breeze at 5. That's trying to keep some potential fog at bay. But because of the rain that the Joplin area picked up on, in addition to the temperature being close to the dew point, I wouldn't be surprised if we had some patchy fog develop before we see our next bouts of thunderstorms try to sneak in overnight. For most of you, though, we have seen temperatures primarily in the 70s all afternoon and evening long, but where you didn't see much in the way of clouds or rain today, 80 in Fredonia, 80 in Sedan, still, same goes for Nowata, and everybody else is sitting primarily in the lower to middle 70s. I think in general, we just stay primarily in the lower 70s for the rest of the night as the cloud cover builds up and eventually we see our next chance for rain try to sneak in. So we'll have a mild start to your Saturday morning. Then I think we'll get a bit of a break by lunchtime tomorrow and with some more sun. That should allow temperatures to rebound back into the mid-80s by noon. So the Skywatch Storm Tracker has us quiet for now. A wider view shows some thunderstorms still trying to budge to go anywhere across north central, northwestern Oklahoma. But recently, though, we have seen this batch of showers and thunderstorms down in eastern Colorado, western Kansas struggle to make any headway. But I will be keeping an eye across northern parts of Kansas throughout the rest of the overnight, because as long as we still have that stationary front nearby, we're going to have a low-level jet pump in some more workable air and more moisture to get things going, in addition to another upper-level wave that will be riding in along the jet. In fact, it's been an active jet stream to get the weekend started. In fact, this wave over the Great Lakes, that's what came through this morning to give us our morning bout of thunderstorms. The second one here will be responsible for thunderstorms tonight. And then this third one across the northern Rockies and Pacific Northwest, that could give us another shot for thunderstorms Saturday night going into Sunday. So let's time out tonight's thunderstorm chances first and foremost. At least the Future Track's doing a good job keeping an eye on those storms out west, but as we go throughout the night, the thunderstorms are really going to blossom between Hays and over to Kansas City along and north of I-70. This run, though, thankfully keeps the brunt of the action, the strongest of the storms, near the Kansas City area, but I can't rule out some of these thunderstorms clipping the northern parts, if not the northern half, of the viewing area. Because of the clouds and the rain that stuck around most of the day, though, the atmosphere over us couldn't really recover. That bodes well for us because that means the severe threat stays north, up near Kansas City. That being said, we can't rule out some strong storms during the overnight going into tomorrow morning with some heavy rain, some gusty winds, maybe some occasionally large hail up to about quarter size. In general, though, any severe weather looks to stay mainly to our north. So we'll start your Saturday morning out with some thunderstorm chances around. Then I think we'll get a break around lunchtime before we can see maybe a few random pop-up thunderstorms going into Saturday afternoon. With the returning sun, I do anticipate highs rebounding, though. 71 to start, 86 by noon. We'll have afternoon highs, in general, around 91. Then tomorrow night is another upward wave with that stationary front working together as both of them stay nearby. It all depends on how tomorrow morning unfolds. If we can get the atmosphere set up on top of us, we could see some thunderstorms popping up over us as we head into Saturday night and Sunday morning. So that's the next batch of thunderstorms I'll be keeping an eye on as we go throughout the day tomorrow. Otherwise, we stay hot and humid with highs of 92 on Sunday, 95 on Monday with another potential batch of late night, early morning thunderstorms to head into your Monday. Tuesday looks dry, hot and humid with highs of 95. And then thunderstorm chances look to return Wednesday going into next weekend. And despite that, we will remain on the hot and humid side of things with highs during that stretch right around 90. Have a good night. Have a great Saturday.